Hey YouTube, ¿qué hay? Este es HylianSIv. Bienvenidos a mi canal para otro vídeo. Vamos a estar viendo el State of Play de Sony. Y no lo he visto, obviamente. Quería esperar para verlo con ustedes y que si acaso sacar lo mejor de él, mis reacciones, o verlo completo, no sé. Todo depende de cómo vaya este video. Así que nada, vamos entonces a hacer eso. Siguen haciendo eso en todas las presentaciones. Como cuando se prendía el PlayStation 3. Bueno, de hecho el PlayStation 4. Seguro que esa es la forma en la que se va a ver cuando prenda el PlayStation 5. Crash Bandicoot.
I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that, also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle.
Oye, el juego tiene el alma desde los juegos viejos. Perfecto. O sea, un juego de nueva generación. Y no cambiaron el alma de lo que es Crash para modernizarlo. Se siente como un juego de Crash viejo. De hecho, parece los viejos remasterizados, o sea, remake.
The powerful protectors of time and space. Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button. Kapunawa, who allows you to
puedes cambiar tu centro de gravedad con solamente presionando un botón.
Who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence.
Puedes like shape shift elements in and out of existence.
These new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask.
Es que mi hermano está aquí conmigo, está viéndolo también. Para que él no lo escucha, solamente lo escucho yo. Pero te puedes sentar aquí si quieres.
For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through Kratos' Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4.
Puedes jugar como Dingodile.
And a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode.
Inverted Mode.
It's our souped-up, bump-a-berry-fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, But now, each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience.
Oh, qué brutal.
One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player,
este juego te va a dar
out there,
tanto
a reason to
contenido.
revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experiences
You can replay each level todas las veces que quieras just to get different stuff.
So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
PS4, PSVR, and PS5.
We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's About Time.
So
Coming to
Crash es para
PlayStation 4 on
PS4.
October 2nd.
Okay, es para PS4, nice.
Now let's keep the
Mejor
party
todavía,
going.
puedo comprarlo para
IO
PS4.
Interactive.
Nice. No tengo que comprar nueva consola para jugar ese nuevo Crash. I like that. ¿Qué es esto? No estaba ni pendiente. Oh, Hitman. Esto es PS4 todavía, ¿verdad?
Besides, this is your big day.
PlayStation VR mode.
Have fun.
Oh, don't worry about that. My art speaks for itself.
Well, I have to go.
Oh, so it's a first-person VR mode de Hitman. Mano, ¿sabes que yo estaba pensando comprarme un VR? Estuve así por comprarme un PlayStation VR, pero vi el precio. El precio está insane. Y no me lo compré. Y estoy buscando razones para comprarme un VR. Pero no hay muchas, honestamente. Esta puede ser una. Okay. So basically, eres Hitman en primera persona en VR. Play the entire world of Assassin... Oh, no leí. Gracias, PlayStation VR. Enero 2021. Okay. Not actual gameplay. ¿Qué es esto? Braid Anniversary Edition. Nunca había visto ese juego de Braid, pero se ve bien cool.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Este juego es excelente para ti. Yo nunca había visto ese juego, actually.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is
PS5.
Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
The Pathless.
The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You
Okay.
play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself.
Se ve bien divertido, Y el art style me recuerda como a Breath of the Wild. Ahora no diría que se ve como un juego que
With
representa
help
el
from the eagle,
PS5.
you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless. You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping.
Wow. La exploración en este juego está insane. Wow. Yes, me gusta.
Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
Oh. How would it be?
You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look. Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap.
Ok.
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in
Veo a
ancient
Zelda
structures.
mucho en este juego. Veo a Zelda en este juego. Veo a Zelda, me encanta.
It's Breath of the Wild.
Literal. Todo tiene que ver con el arco de ella.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games, there's no map.
No
Instead,
map.
the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks.
Spirit World?
It even shows you where you've been.
Whoa. Whoa.
Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
What the heck, man? What is this game? I like it.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle.
Cabrón,
Stay
Ganondorf.
still in the light to
Ganondorf.
avoid detection.
Ah, no puede detectarte, ok. Ok. Uy, te vio. No sirvió de nada. Oh, no te ha visto.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
Okay. It's fucking Zelda, loco.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Pero a ella le está disparando a cosas, pero no a él. Ahora le dio a él. Toma. Visualmente es un espectáculo el jueguito, a pesar de su art style bastante disminuido estéticamente hablando. La música está brutal.
The hunter and eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
Imagino que tienes que darle en el ojo.
I hope you've enjoyed this overview of The Pathless.
The Pathless.
We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
The breath of the pathless.
Muy bien, Sony. Wow. Muy
Next
bien.
up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky.
Ya habla.
For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players.
Spelunky 2, man.
It was important we didn't change the things
Será
that
que
made
yo estaba esperando
Spelunky such a
Spelunky
unique
2?
experience in the first place.
Ese es el que yo quería ver en una presentación de
So
Sony.
many people became fans of the game through their friends and family,
Diciendo
and
sarcástico.
even strangers on the internet.
A mí no es que sea
That's
malo.
one reason why we're adding online
No sé.
multiplayer,
No
so
sé.
that more people can play the game together.
They're going for that.
And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult.
Ya habla.
In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area.
Ya habla.
In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game.
Ya habla.
And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Septiembre de 2020. No puedo decirles que estoy muy emocionado por jugar Spelunky 2.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Mi joyo.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Mira, otro Breath of the Wild clone. Muchas japonesadas. Oh, music, yeah.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Diablo, qué brutal se ve ese lobo. Ok, vamos a ver el battle system.
Time for takeoff.
Genshin Impact. Oye, me gusta, se ve bufiado. This autumn.
Sentient self. I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercy. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
¿Qué es esto? ¿Y por qué se ve tan brutal?
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust.
Yeah. Is this like a fighting game or what? What is it? Bro, ¿qué es esto? This is insane. Yeah. La música está brutal. I don't know, man.
I'm not done yet.
You should have remained dead.
Ok. Se ve cool. Lo voy a poner en mi lista. ¿Cómo se llamaba? ¿Aeon? Esto se ve bien cool. Este como que me gusta mucho. Este tiene un art style bien interesante, de verdad. Mutation.
It's time to talk Bugsnax. Let's check out some gameplay footage
Ese de Anno
captured from
Mutation se ve bien
PS5.
exagerado. Le voy a
My
hacer bien.
invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense. I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist! Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is. And feed it to me, obs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does. Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch Bugsnax and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these Bugsnax and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
No sé, man. No estoy interesado en jugar
There's a lot more in store.
Bugsnax.
Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
The force is strong with you.
Fíjate, veo dos buenas razones para jugar PlayStation VR. No les voy a negar eso. Con el Hitman y con este. Yeah. Se ve cool. Fate has chosen you en agosto. Agosto. Yo no sé por qué, yo siento que desde que empezó la pandemia el tiempo como que se detuvo. Y para mí agosto todavía está como que para allá, para la otra mitad del año. Y no, loco, ya estamos en agosto. Whatever you do, stay in the light. Vamos. No digo porque sé que estaba hablando mientras dijeron eso. Oh, this is Control. Yo compré ese juego hace poco. Si vieron el video pasado, verían que lo tengo en la colección de lo nuevo que saqué. Creo que es una secuela o es un DLC o algo. Control. Expansion 2. Oh, es que ya hay una. Es que ya hay una. Yo acabo de comprar ese juego ahora, yo no sé, güey. Pero se ve bien cabrón, honestamente. Ángel, tienes razón, se ve bien cabrón. Auto chest. Vamos a jugar ajedrez, pero con carritos. ¿Qué es esto? What is this? What the fuck? Qué interesante el concepto de este juego. Literalmente eres el mensaje de los letreros. Ah, no, esto no era un juego. ¿Esto no era un juego? Ah, sí, es un juego. Ok, sí, es un juego. The Pedestrian. Interesante concepto.
Now
O sea,
let's
habría
take
que
a look
probarlo.
at two new games headed to PS5.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts, running silently between the straight, cold lines of a
Esto es
corrupt
Assassin's
state.
Creed.
They count, ration, manipulate. They've taken everything
esto?
from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army. We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
Ok. Au. Toma, toma, toma. Toma.
We take back what was stolen. And the people call us heroes.
From the day of night.
To others, we are rivals. We are all outlaws.
Who Outlaws Legends?
But some of us will become legends.
Oh, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Interesante. ¿Hood? No, creo que tenga que ver con Robin Hood. ¿De qué mierda estoy hablando, güey?
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Hello, que cabrón se ve esa mierda. Woo! Yeah! Godfall Combat Overview. Si ven la cámara que está temblando es porque tengo la pierna en la mesita.
My name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall.
Yes, please.
Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit.
Okay.
Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy.
Okay.
So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates.
You can play alone or
Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire.
Okay.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay.
Okay.
There are no microtransactions.
Gracias. Muy
no
bien.
room for content.
Oh, yeah.
All in the game on day one.
Okay, I like that.
As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a god
ya yo tengo mi launch game para PS5.
valor plates,
Ya lo
legendary
tengo.
armor sets that transform
Obligado,
you into
quiero
an
Godfall
unstoppable
on PS5.
master of
Looks
melee
amazing.
combat.
I don't care.
Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall.
Gracias.
First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher.
A looter slasher.
Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and 1 part player skill driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy
I'm
perspective,
loving this game right
the
now,
melee
man. I'm
combat
loving it.
in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive.
Okay.
Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
Woo! Qué brutal.
the dual blades,
I love it.
the polearm,
Yes. Yes.
the two-handed warhammer,
Yes.
and the two-handed greatsword.
Yes. This
Each
game
weapon class has their own unique
is
movesets and
parts
play
Monster
styles
Hunter,
ranging from fast combos
parts
to more
Dark
strategic,
Souls.
deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons
I love it.
for each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets.
Loco, qué brutal
You can
esos
perform a
combos.
combo by executing 4 consecutive light
Es
attacks.
que lo veo como que, mira,
The dual
parte
blades
Monster
heavy
Hunter,
attack is a
parte
spinning
Dark
blade
Souls,
cycle.
parte God of
The
War.
blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo.
Literal.
So
esa
what
es-
are the signature
esa es
moves
la manera en la
for
que yo
dual
describir este
blades?
juego.
As you
Es
build
un
up charge,
loot-based
you can also
game
activate inner
como Monster
focus,
Hunter.
which is unique to the dual
So you get
blades,
better
which
loot,
inflicts
better
massive
equipment.
damage in a
Pero el
short
gameplay
period
se
of
ve
time.
como-
There's also
como
mortal
jugar
coil,
Dark Souls
where you can
con
throw your
God of
blade
War unido.
into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you, like pulling a cable.
And
Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons,
And the
embodying
environment,
crisp
el setting
damage
del
and
juego,
simple
parece
cooldowns
sacado de God
without
of
needing
War
a
en
lot of
algunas
elaborate
ocasiones.
combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white
que conste que
flash
yo estoy
after a
viendo aquí
longsword
un
swing called a
trailer en
timing
un
attack.
stream.
If you
que en
press
verdad
the
la calidad
shield
está
button
bien mala.
exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword.
Yo estoy seguro
The
que cuando
shield
podamos ver
is
esto
a
en
core
4K,
part of Godfall.
se tiene
It's
que ver
available to you
demasiado.
throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press
Bro.
the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an
Bro,
attack.
Bro,
You
what
can
is
perform
this?
a light attack after a
God of-
last-second
it's
shield
Dark
block
Souls.
to
Toma,
counterattack
shield
with a powerful shield strike.
Are you watching?
Shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets.
You can throw the shield
If you
just like
tap the
Kratos
shield
does
button
on
just as you catch
fucking
your
God of War
shield,
4.
you can
What the
perform a
fuck?
powerful wave attack.
Dude.
You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
Jesus. Yo no sé, pero yo estoy convencido. Yo estaba pensando, ok, ¿me compro el Xbox primero o me compro el PS5 primero? Todo depende de los launch games, ¿no? Todo depende de lo que haya. El Xbox tiene un buen catálogo de salidas si consideras todo lo que puede hacer de salida, más Game Pass. Pero este juego se ve muy cabrón. De verdad que me encantaría tenerlo. Bro, look at that battle. You can play online.
We hope you enjoyed our first
With all
walkthrough
the
video of
two people.
Godfall running on
Co-op.
the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December.
Ves que cuando
We
ya
have
lo
a few
sacaron,
more
yo casi
surprises
no había
coming
visto
down the
nada.
road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
Sale este año, loco. Es un launch game. Este es el nene de papi de la PlayStation 5, por lo que he podido ver.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation. See you next time.
Bueno, ahí se acabó el video de la State of Play. ¿Qué les pareció? A mí me gustó mucho, aunque creo que hubo mucho relleno ahí que no creo que debería haber estado en una presentación de Sony. Aún así estuvo bastante entretenido y estoy bastante emocionado con algunas de las cosas que presentaron, que honestamente me hacen estar feliz de todavía tener una PS4 y continuar teniendo una, que van a seguir saliendo juegazos para ella por lo que veo, y tengo un catálogo ya que es inmenso y mucho de ellos ni siquiera lo he tocado, pero que también tengo bastantes razones para comprarme una PlayStation 5 de salida. Es lo que estoy pudiendo tener de esto. Además de que obviamente no hablé en ningún otro video sobre la presentación de Sony de la PlayStation 5, que estuvo brutal. Yo debería hacerle una reacción a esa conferencia, aunque sea viejita. Así que creo que eso es lo que voy a estar haciendo para la próxima vez que nos estemos viendo. Voy a continuar también haciendo los Let's Plays en el canal, Dragon Quest, The Last of Us, Link's Awakening, Final Fantasy VII, pero voy a agregar también otras cositas, ¿no? Poco a poco. Por ejemplo, quiero agregar un Tomb Raider, que me lo pidieron unos cuantos fans. Quiero también traer The Last of Us 2 cuando terminemos con el 1. Así que nada, quédense en el canal. Si no te has suscrito, suscríbete ya. Y nada, nos vemos en la próxima. Chao. Hey, gracias por ver este video. No olvides suscribirte y compartir con tus amigos. Si quieres apoyar al canal, en la descripción hay enlaces sobre cómo hacerlo. Y aquí tienes 2 videos más que puedes ver. Te los recomiendo. Chao.